That's how you bounce back securing some profit. Today's bets are going to be in baseball, soccer, and football. Football. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back on into another edition here of Winning Bets. It's the Hump Day edition here of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks each and every single day. I'm Jason Mattis, as always. Thanks for kicking off your day with me here. Let's make sure we go ahead and recap yesterday. Then we got a nice big show on tap again. I told you guys in the opening there, we got bets in baseball, soccer, and football. I'm going to be looking forward to today's show, breaking down these games and giving you guys some winner. As far as yesterday's action, as you guys can see right there, we went 4-2-1. Secured some profit at plus 1.17 units. And now that takes us back, still down on the week, down 0.83 units, but it felt good to claw our way back into this week after a loser on Monday, getting a nice good winner on Tuesday. What went our way? We took that Brewers run line. Told you guys that was the bet on Monday where it got rained out. Talked to you about it in yesterday's show. Couldn't give you that bet on yesterday's YouTube show because we didn't know which game Freddie Peralta was going to pitch in. But as soon as it was announced that he was pitching in game one, went ahead and jumped all over that Brewers run line, and they came through for us there with a nice 4-2 victory. Sweated it out, though. The Cubs had the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth with only one out, but yeah, Devin Williams came in and got two big strikeouts right there to end that inning. So go ahead and secure the run line there for the Brewers. We also got that Tigers team total F5 cruise. They got 6 runs. We went way up over that team total, so that was a nice easy victory right there. Just beat up Keegan Aiken. That guy's really bad. There's a reason why he's been going up and down between the majors and minors this season. Hopefully for our sake, the Orioles will keep him in the majors and we can keep cashing bets by fading Keegan Aiken. So hopefully he's on the mound 5 days later. We'll look to bet him again. We did not get that White Sox F5 team total, but we didn't lose it either. It was at 3, and we went ahead and got a push right there because they got 3 runs. I saw that a lot of sports books at 2.5, and a lot of you guys hit me up on Twitter that you guys cashed it at 2.5. I obviously went for the plus money and had to take over 3 runs, so I got the push, but I was glad to see that a lot of you guys got the win there at over 2.5. We missed that Reds-Braves over in that game. There were not over 9.5 runs, but we got the Nerfy in that game, so that was a good cash right there. And then the Mariners F5 team total, that one did not come through. That was a little bit of a heartbreaker right there because they had the opportunity in the bottom of the 5th inning. They had runner on first and third, and they only had 1 out, and my man hit it into a double play. It was the same guy, Mitch Haniger, that hit a home run in the 3rd inning. I thought for sure, coming off a home run in the 3rd inning, I thought for sure he was just going to give us a sac fly, but unfortunately he went ahead and grounded it into an inning double play to sink that one. But we got right back. We got our dog of the day. Got our nice dog of the day, Tigers Moneyline. That was a nice easy cash. They went ahead and won that game 9-4. What were the sportsbooks doing, giving the Tigers the underdog? We talked about all the advantages they had. That was absurd. Absolutely absurd that we were to jump on them as a dog right there. And that, my folks, was the free giveaway bet. That was the free giveaway bet. I told you guys on yesterday's show that wasn't going to be a dog for long, and it sure wasn't. When I went ahead and placed the bet for you guys, it was at minus 125. Minus 125, but I held off because I had that 20% profit boost over at Bet Rivers. I waited until the Tigers were unable to score in the 1st inning. It dropped to minus 120. I used the profit boost for you guys. I wanted to hook you guys up and got that at even money. So we're giving away $50. Thanks for their dog of the day. The Tigers money line come through. So $50. As you guys know, every name's up in this hat. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull one up out of here and let's see who we can give away. I'm actually really glad for you guys that you guys also saw that I looked at the fan voting, and the top 2 selections were Tigers. Oh, obviously the dog of the day was the one that won, but the other top selection was that Tigers F5 team total. So maybe I did a really good job explaining just how much of an advantage that Tiger was. You guys certainly agree with me, so I absolutely love that right there. So yeah, good job everybody. Good selection right there. All right, so today's free giveaway bet is we've got Jimmy S. We've got Jimmy S. So Jimmy S, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, and I'll make sure I PayPal you $50 once you hit me up. We'll drop you $50. And the free giveaway keeps on hitting, baby. Keeps on hitting right there. And again, guys, make sure at the end of the show, you jump onto that community tab, vote for the best wager of the day, and I'll go ahead and slap an extra $50 on there. There's actually going to be 2 polls. That's how many bets I've got for you today. So there's going to be 2 polls. Just make sure you see both entries because you can only put so many options within one poll. I've got more options that'll, can fit on one poll. So just make sure you're doing it right there. The heartbreaker of the day yesterday, guys. Heartbreaker of the day yesterday. On two of which are heartbreakers. I didn't have any money on it, but the Royals money line won yesterday. That really pisses me off because that was a good dog of the day for us Monday. We talked about how close of a matchup was. We almost won a nice dog of the day on Monday at like plus 186 odds, and then for the Royals to just win on Tuesday, left the sour taste in my mouth. I hated that. So one more announcement for you guys before we get on into the bets. As you guys may have seen, now that you've jumped on my channel to watch today's video, my NFL future bets are out. They're out, baby. So that video drops at 11 a.m. Central Time. Figured I'd let it drop at around lunchtime. Never done a premiere. Let you guys enjoy it maybe over your lunch break, what have you, while you're a little midday afternoon there. So go ahead and check it out. I've got 5 bets there, my top 5 NFL future bets, and hope you guys enjoy that content, and more importantly, hope you guys agree with the bets and can tail in with me, because we guys remember our MLB future bet. Giancarlo Stanton under 38.5 home runs. We are 49 games away from getting a nice cash there, and you guys cash it with me there. So go ahead and check that bet out, or go ahead and check that video out. The future bets will be dropping there today. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into it, guys. The first thing, we got that DraftKings same game parlay. Told you guys about that yesterday. Told you guys I was eyeing a couple spots. I'm going to use it today for this White Sox versus Twins game, and it's going to be pro White Sox. This is the same game parlay because they got their ace on the mound, Lance Lynn. He's been dominant. The Twins had Bailey Ober on the mound. He's appeared against these White Sox already 3 times this season. In one outing, it was 5 innings pitched, 4 runs, gave up 1 homer. Another outing, it was 3.1 innings, 5 runs, 3 homers. And then his third outing was 4 innings pitched, 4 runs, 2 homers. So you can see in all 3 outings, he's getting hit and he's giving up homers. Vaughn, Abreu, Machado, they've all hit homers off him. We know that the Twins overall don't have a very good bullpen. It sits towards the bottom of the league. Thankfully, they won the game yesterday in a 4-3 win, used their good relievers. So we absolutely love all the White Sox advantages. So make sure you're just looking for me. I can't give it to you right now on this show because we don't know the lineup, right? I don't want to say this player is going to get a hit and then that player is not in the starting lineup. So that's what I'm waiting for. So just wait till you're following me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. As soon as the lineups are announced, I'm ready to pull the trigger on a very pro-heavy White Sox same game parlay. It's risk-free. Can't lose anything. All we can do is win it. You guys know we've been doing great on the FanDuel Sunday Night Baseball same game parlay. So hopefully you guys decide to go ahead and ride that with me here. And the weather's good in Minnesota today. It's about mid-80s around lunchtime, sunny. So yeah, the ball should be flying. The White Sox should smash. And we look forward to winning a nice same game parlay. That being said, though, I do have a bet from this game. Let's go ahead and take the White Sox team total over 5 runs at -110 over at PointsBet. So yeah, White Sox team total over 5, -110 over at PointsBet is a bet from this game as well, to go along with that same game parlay that we'll get out a little bit later. All right, let's also get on another bet here for this Blue Jays versus Angels game. Let's do Blue Jays F5 team total over 2.5 runs at -120 over at DraftKings. You got Dylan Bundy on the mound here for the Angels. We've faded him a lot this season. We've gotten cashes. In fact, really the only time we haven't gotten a cash when Dylan Bundy was on the mound. If you guys recall, it was about a couple months ago when he was pitching against the New York Yankees. He had gone 2 innings pitched and given up 2 runs. And then the heat got to him, and he literally was throwing up on the mound, and they had to pull him because he started getting sick. That was the game where we faded him. We didn't get a cash. Otherwise, fading Dylan Bundy has been a profitable strategy for us this season. We know the Blue Jays have a top 3 offense in the Major League, so I've got no problem backing this wager. So yeah, Blue Jays F5 team total over 2.5 runs at -120. Let's hope our boy Dylan Bundy can just stay healthy, stay on the mound, and he should get rocked by this top 5 offense. All right, next wager I'm going to go for is, let's go back to this Rangers-Mariners game. I'm going right back to the same bet. Mariners F5 team total over 2.5 runs. It's at plus money. It's at plus 105 over at PointsBet. Got burned on it yesterday, but definitely going right back to the well. Why am I going back to the well? Well, Spencer Howard's on the mound for the Rangers. We faded him a few times, but most recently, the reason why I'm not going to do a huge breakdown is we faded him in his last start against the Angels. We took the Angels F5 team total against Spencer Howard, and we got a cash there. So we know Spencer Howard faded him a bunch, faded him in his last start. Think that the Mariners can go ahead and do it, and at plus money, I'm all over this bet. So go ahead and give me that Mariners team total over 2.5 runs at plus 105 over at PointsBet. Next, let's go ahead and jump on into our dog of the day, which comes from Major League Baseball. The dog of the day, we're going to do this Cardinals versus Pirates game. We're going to go ahead and take that Cardinals run line at plus 104 over at FanDuel. Look, since the trade deadline versus right-handed pitching, the Cardinals have the number 3 batting average. The Pirates have the number 27 batting average. So a big discrepancy right there. And obviously, it's in our favor there with the Cardinals being number 3. If we look at Will Crowe, he's on the mound here for the Pirates going up against the Cardinals. He's gone 10 innings pitched combined so far in multiple starts against the Cardinals. 10 innings, 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 home runs, and 4 Ks. So the Cardinals certainly have had his number this season. You got Wainwright on the mound there for the Cardinals. He's gone against these Pirates once. 6 innings pitched, 1 run. It was via the solo home run. So, yeah, he absolutely cruised that day against these Pirates and got a nice victory right there. We already know the Cardinals have a better bullpen. The Cardinals bullpen is everything better than the Pirates since the trade deadline, except for K per 9. So if that's the only thing they do worse than the Pirates bullpen, then we got a lot of good advantages going on. That's, so, opponent's batting average, whip, ERA, FIP, home runs per 9, all that. Cardinals do it all better. So it just screams. Cardinals run line at plus 104. I do not understand how this is a dog again. This should not be a dog. The Cardinals should cruise. Just like the Tigers shouldn't have been a dog, I don't believe that the Cardinals run line should be a dog. So go ahead and get that bet in with me right there, and we'll have the Cardinals run line as our dog of the day. All right, let's jump over the conversation to some soccer. Let's go ahead and give you guys a soccer bet right now. You got the UEFA Super Cup going on right now. You got Chelsea versus Villarreal. I'm taking under 2.5, and that's at minus 139 over at Bet Rivers. So, yeah, Chelsea, Villarreal, under 2.5 at minus 139 over at Bet Rivers. We know Chelsea really, really well. Depending on how long you've been a subscriber and been supporting me here on this channel, we've cashed Chelsea under 2.5 a lot last season over Thomas Tuchel. You guys remember last season during the Premier League season, I gave you a stat under 2.5 under Thomas Tuchel had cashed 21 of 24 games. I'm not quite sure what it ended up at, but I remember vividly giving that stat out. 21 of 24 games under 2.5 cash. We cashed a lot of those. We weren't on it quite at the beginning, so we didn't cash 21 times, but we cashed a lot. And we cashed so many of those under 2.5 guys, we could miss the next 5 and still be profitable. That's how profitable under 2.5 is. We know a little bit about Villarreal because they went up against my Manchester United, obviously in that Europa League final, under 2.5 cashed in that game. While this final score was 2-1, it was 1-1 after full time, so under 2.5 cashed in that. So this feels like one of those bets where if you bet it, it could hit, it could not hit, but if you don't bet it, it's gonna hit. It's going to hit if you don't bet it. So I don't want this bet to hit and then be like, man, yeah, of course under 2.5 hit. That's all it did last season up under Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel was cash under 2.5. So I'm on it until the wheels just absolutely fall off. I'm going to keep betting Chelsea under 2.5 until otherwise. So to me, it's under 2.5 in that UEFA Super Cup for Chelsea versus Villarreal. All right, guys, let's go ahead and flip the conversation now over to some NFL. Yeah, I've got some NFL bets for you. They tie into my future bets that, like I said, that video is going to drop at 11 a.m. Central Time. In doing that research, I found a couple bets that there was no point in waiting. Just might as well go ahead and jump on these. So, these are not the NFL future bets by any stretch, but it was just ones I found from doing that research. So what's the first one? You can go ahead and get on DraftKings who's going to take the first snap for the Denver Broncos. I'm all over Drew Lock at even money. So take Drew Lock to take the first snap of the 2021 season for the Denver Broncos, even money over at DraftKings. Yeah, Drew Lock's going to be the starter. They brought in Teddy Bridgewater. He's going to be the guy after Drew Lock, continues to fall on his face because he's just not a good quarterback. I know Vic Fangio said it's an open competition. You've got Drew Lock starting the first preseason game. They're going to let Bridgewater start that second preseason game. They don't know who's going to do the third game, or at least it hasn't been announced to the public. But while they're saying it's an open competition, from everything that just from digging into my research, it feels like Drew Lock is at least going to be taking that first snap. And in fact, I'm so confident in this bet, it feels like the only way I'm going to get burned on this, and I remember this vividly because it happened to my Buffalo Bills back in the 2016 season with Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor did not take the first snap. It was actually Matt Castle. They lined Tyrod Taylor out wide, and Matt Castle took the first snap of that season, and then Tyrod Taylor was the starting quarterback. But the reason I remember so vividly is because the fans were super pissed because it leaked that in Tyrod Taylor's contract, he had an incentive that if he took the first snap of the season, he would get some, X thousands or $100,000 bonus. And the fans were like, well, come on, man. He's clearly the starting quarterback. You need to give this guy the bonus. Obviously, once the fan backlash got on the Bills, they went ahead and gave him the bonus. Rex Ryan, I remember listening to the press conference, said he had no idea that incentive was in his contract. That's a bunch of baloney. They knew what they were doing. They were trying to save some money, and they did Tyrod Taylor wrong, but thankfully the fans got up on them, and then they ended up doing what they should have done, is paid out that incentive. So I remember that. That's what it feels like for Drew Lock not to take the first snap of this season. He's gonna take the first snap from everything that I see, everything that I know. He's going to be replaced at some point by the season of Teddy Bridgewater because he's just not a good quarterback, but he'll at least be taking that first snap. So at even money, I'll go ahead and ride with Drew Lock to take that first snap. And then the next NFL bet for you is just going to be a Moneyline parlay. I just want to jump on this one just because I don't think it's going to be at this value for much longer. Seahawks Buccaneers Moneyline parlay. Seahawks Bucks, and I got it at plus 124 up over at DraftKings. Bucks are going up against the Cowboys season opener, lifting the banner up on the stadium. I mean, yeah, they're going to beat the Cowboys right there. Everybody knows they're already the better team. Then you add in just that raw emotion of being the Super Bowl champs. They're beating the Cowboys, so I'm pretty confident in that one. And then the Seahawks are going up against the Colts, and the Colts don't even have a quarterback. Due to the Carson Wentz injury, their situation is completely in flux. Meanwhile, the Seahawks, they're always a playoff threat. They're always got an MVP caliber quarterback, and they're always in the Super Bowl conversation more times than not. So, yeah, I see the Seahawks, even though it is a road game, just with the quarterback issue, quite frankly, that the Colts have. I think the Seahawks will go on the road in week one. I know road games on week one are tough just because start of a new season, fans are there, and home teams generally have success. But, yeah, just the quarterback advantages alone that this Seahawks team, and they had a super good offense last season. Yeah, I'm all over the Seahawks beating the Colts. So, to me, it was a Seahawks-Buccaneers Moneyline parlay at plus 124 over DraftKings. All right, let's go ahead and break on the recap for you guys, get you guys out of here. Let's go ahead and take that White Sox team total over 5 at minus 110. Let's go and take that Blue Jays F5 team total over 2.5 at minus 120. Let's go and take that Mariners F5 team total over 2.5 at plus 105. Let's go and take our dog of the day. Let's go and take that Cardinals run line at plus 104. Let's go ahead and take in the UEFA Super Cup Chelsea versus Villarreal under 2.5 at minus 139 over at Bet Rivers. Let's go ahead and take Drew Lock to take the first snap at even money. And let's go ahead and take our first NFL bet. And how awesome is it to be talking NFL? I had a lot of fun putting together that future video, and I hope you guys like that because it was just fun. NFL, baby. Anyway, Seahawks Bucks Moneyline parlay at plus 124. Don't forget now to go over to that community tab, get your vote in for which of these wagers you like best because we're still doing a free giveaway and look to hook up somebody with tomorrow's show. Obviously, don't make it the 2 NFL bets. That's just obviously a given right there. So make it one of the baseball selections or make it that UEFA Super Cup one, and we'll see if we can't give away some money on tomorrow's show. All right, guys, go ahead and enjoy your hump day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today, and check out my other great videos in these corners.